right side. The snap, steps back, looks, under pressure, being chased. Did she get it? No, she got away from the first Aggie, but not the second one. Zoe Williams missed her, but I believe I think Journey Williams able to pull the flag.
Yeah, so Zoe Williams actually runs her into Journey. Zoe can't make the tackle. Journey comes up and makes the tackle, and that's a great play, Barry, because I don't know if you noticed this, but there was a Hewitt-Trussville player wide open on the far sidelines. It kind of got lost in the coverage. That's where the quarterback was trying to go with the ball, but got her flag pulled right before she let go of it.
No gain, 3rd and 5. Quarterback drops back, throws short, got a receiver. They pull the flag before the first down, I believe. What do you think, Holly? Is that short of the first down? Where are they going to mark it?
I think they're going to mark it at first. Let's see.
Let's see where she puts the cone. It is, she's going to say no. What she's saying now is a yard short. It is a yard short.
Yard short.
4th and 1, John, what do you do? Your time to make a decision.
I think you punt it. I mean, right now it's been a defensive struggle, and it looks like the Hewitt-Trussville coach is thinking about that. I mean, maybe he wants to go for it on the road, but in a game that's this crucial, backed up, I don't want to give Albertville a short field, and it looks like that they want to call a timeout and talk about it.
I think they are going to call a timeout, so we'll keep it here. I think our engineer is going to the bathroom. That's just what the note I got on my screen here, so we will hold it here, as what he could not hold.
So what do you guys think about the defense as we watch them play?
You know, I tell you, after watching Boaz and Albertville, they both are very good. I'm still giving a slight edge to Albertville. Offensively, slight to Boaz, but Aggie defense, it is tough.
Man, Aggie defense is very, very tough. And you know, the funny thing is when you're going to look at it, I mean, that's one of the strengths that Coach Q talked about with this team is that the defense is tenacious. They want to play in your face. They want your players to have to make plays to beat them. And right now, and to be honest with you, Barry, I actually think it's both defenses for both Hewitt and Albertville kind of setting the tone, and neither offense can really get into any kind of rhythm. It's going to surprise me here deep in your own end if Hewitt-Trussville goes for this thing on a 4th and 1, especially the way that Zoe and Journey Williams have been playing on that line of scrimmage. That duo scares me if I'm Hewitt-Trussville.
I think the cold night is kind of having an effect on the receivers because we've seen a few drop balls both sides. 4th and 1. They've changed quarterbacks, so she may be the punter. I'm not sure. Let's see. Aggies are looking punt now. Do you have to declare whether you're going to punt or not, or can you just go? Gotcha. So they're declaring. So I knew all the Aggies got off the line of scrimmage. Okay, so now the Aggies setting up the return. So it's 4th down at about a yard, and the kick, good kick. And it's going to bounce, hit one of the Aggies. They're going to stop it right there around close to midfield.
You know, it's actually a smart play if you think about it, Barry. I mean, there's no fumbles, right? No. It's dead. So that ball's bouncing around and it's going crazy. So one of the Aggies basically went over there, acted like they were trying to scoop it up, and just batted it forward with their hands. So that makes it a dead ball. Yeah. And it was actually rolling back deeper into Albertville territory. So a good heads-up play there by the special teams.
You know, one thing we haven't seen yet, the Aggies really haven't thrown it deep yet. Let's see if they may try to beat them deep this time. They've been throwing the short passes. In motion, Dolnay, the hand off to her. She stops, cuts. They got her. Could not get around the corner. She's got speed, but she couldn't get around the corner, and that's a loss on the play. They're going to back it up about 3 yards, a loss of 3.
One thing I've noticed is that they don't give the quarterbacks a lot of time in the pocket to sit back and think. They've got to make quick decisions, and this is a short yard game.
Well, the pass rush has been tough on both sides. That time a loss. Aggies need about, 9 yards. It's 2nd and 9. Maybe the final play of the quarter, 38 seconds. Aggies with it 2nd down. Player in motion. They'll hand off. Don't fake the handoff. Throws short. The catch made, but a short gain. Good defensive play. The flag was pulled. Zoe Williams made the catch. It's a gain of about 2. So may have time for one more. So it's going to be 3rd down, and 3rd down at about 7.
Fake the underneath handoff, going to the far boundary. Kilpatrick pulls it, then throws it to Williams here along the near side. But tracking perfectly along with the wide receiver was the Hewitt-Trussville defender, pulls the flag.
Last snap, 8 seconds. Back to pass. Throws it deep down the right side. Overthrows her barely. Holly, you were there. Barely overthrew her.
Yeah. And that would have been that's the end of the first.
All right, first quarter's over. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. First quarter over. No score. You're listening to Albertville Flag Football here on Power 107.5.
Hey y'all, it's Anna Weather-Smith with Main Street Realty Plus. When it comes to real estate, local experience matters. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, I'm here to help you find your perfect place. So next time you need real estate help, call me. I'll be here helping our community move forward one home at a time. And good luck to the Lady Aggies flag football team. Go Aggies!
Hungry for something delicious? Come on down to Santa Fe in Albertville. Sink your teeth into our hand-cut steaks. Savor the flavor of sizzling fajitas and enjoy our delicious rolls fresh from the oven. From family meals to Southwest and regional favorites, our recipes have been passed down for generations. Mention this ad and get a free appetizer with the purchase of 2 entrees. Find us at 7349 US 431 in Albertville. Second quarter underway, and the Aggies choose to kick, not to take a chance. Right now you're playing field position, and they're going to down the ball roughly around, 26-yard line. It's going to be first down. They've got to pick up about, 14 yards for a first down.
Barry, I think it's really smart that you just go up there and just slap the ball, because then it's a dead ball.
Quick snap. Well, the ball hit the ground on the snap, so will the ball be spotted right there? Let's see. Is that the call?
Yeah, when you have a snap, there's no fumble. So if there's not clean possession, snap back to the quarterback a little bit low. Quarterback could not grab it with the fingertips, hit the ground. So that is a big loss on first down. Big loss.
So it's 2nd and 21 for Hewitt-Trussville. They back it up. Early second quarter, no score. A big game for both teams as far as the playoffs go. 2nd down and long. The snap rolls left side. Quick pass, got it complete, gets away from one. Another one, misses another one. I think she's going to score. Nobody got her. Holly, 3 players missed the flag.
They did. Zoe Williams was the hottest on her tail, but she just could not get to the flags, could not get close to her. She took off.
That's one of the keys. Coach Q said, John, you can't. When you got a chance to pull the flag, you've got to.
Well, that's one of the things that they talked about the quarterback, too. Quarterback got the snap, ran toward the line of scrimmage when Albertville converged to take her on, just dumped it over the head of the wide receivers on kind of like a wide receiver on kind of like a crossing route. And then when the wide receiver caught it, turned upfield, was able to kind of shift her hips and move some things around. Albertville couldn't get a clean shot at the flag. And then, Barry, once she got into secondary, that young lady's got a lot of speed, and nobody from Albertville going to catch her.
Is that 25? So she was the one warming up in practice, warm up. They had the R on the cannon, and she's not even the quarterback. So now they're deciding to go for 1 or go for 2. Let's see. 10:39 to go in the half. It's 6-0 Hewitt-Trussville with a great run by Go Guts. I think her named Corey, the senior, number 25. Now they're putting I think they're going to go for the 1.
What are we waiting on? It seems like we got I don't think we have a delay of game. It looked like something might have been going on or some conversation between the referee and the coaching staff of Albertville. Now they've got that situated.
All right, so they're going to go for the 1. The snap drops back under pressure, throws to the end zone. Did she make the catch? Yes, got it.
Catch was good.
And it is good. So just like that, 7-0 Hewitt-Trussville. I guess you'd say broke some tackles because they missed some flags, and the Aggies had to pay for that one. They're down 7-0.
Yeah, and off the punt, they got really decent field position. Hewitt-Trussville able to go 2 plays, touchdown to number 25, Go Guts, extra point up and good, I guess you'd say, or thrown and good. So Hewitt-Trussville able to strike first blood in this game, Barry. They lead 7-0 over the Aggies.
So the Aggies trying to get their offense going. Here we come right back. First down, needs 6 yards. Aggies with the ball, 11 minutes to go in the half. Player in motion, back to pass, looking, throwing it deep left side into traffic. Got it! What a catch! And the flag is pulled. How about that catch, Holly?
32, Millie McBee with a huge catch. She locked in and was gone.
She looked a little taller, so using her size that time she came up with the ball.
and looked like the defender, you said it, Barry, defender was a little bit smaller than her, so Millie able to go up, use her body to kind of shield the defender a little bit, able to pull that ball down here along the near boundary, and then get another yard or two up the field before the flag was pulled. Man, you talk about a great pitch and catch between quarterback and wide receiver.
Great job. That's what they need, that big play. They finally went deep, so here we are. They need 4 yards, first down and 4. With 10-11 to go in the half. Aggies down 7-zip. Quick pitch. Dolnay, they pull the flag. A lot of speed on this Hewitt-Trussville team. Dolnay could not get around the corner, and she may lose a yard or two. Lose a yard, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know you can't block, but there had to be something misaligned in that formation, Holly, because when they pitched the ball forward to Dolnay, I mean, she literally just ran into a Hewitt-Trussville defender.
Yeah, 2 players waiting on her. 2nd down and 5, Aggies with the ball. Back to pass, looking, throwing it deep right side. Had her, underthrows her just a little bit, incomplete. Brown was there. The ball bounces about 2 yards short, so big 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, the top wide receiver on the Albertville Aggies, over 700 yards this year and 13 touchdowns. Ella Brown got behind the linebackers in the secondary, running basically a flag route on the far side. Kilpatrick throws it in there, leads her just a little too much, and she can't catch up with it.
Aggies need this one, 3rd down and 5. The snap, back to pass. Kilpatrick looks, throws left side, got it, flag pulled, missed it, but she falls and gets enough for the 1st down.
And that was exactly what she was trying to do, Barry. As soon as she made the catch, getting upfield, I think her feet kind of got lost out from under her, but she did not get the flag pulled, able to get the ball over midfield. Albertville with a new set of downs.
How about that pass play, Holly? That was a nice play to Lucero, who made the catch.
That was a good pass. And then I guess it shows that this is just yard by yard, just taking it down the field.
1st and 19. 3 receivers right side, back to pass, looking, throws to the middle. Good catch. Avoids one flag pull. Down the sideline she goes. But did they get the flag, or did she step out of bounds? What's the call there, John? I couldn't see.
I think they got the flag.
There it is. I see it now.
Yeah, so she got, what would that be? Because I'm getting lost on my numbers again. So,
that's Godwin.
Yeah, so Godwin made the catch coming across the formation. Great snap. Godwin's real tall, guys. And so she's able to save her quarterback a little bit. The throw was high. Godwin able to snag it out of the air and then dodge a couple of tackles, get it inside what would be the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 6. Kilpatrick, nice pass. Kilpatrick back to pass. Quick pitch left side. Up the middle. Flag pulled. Close. Well, maybe a yard. I was looking at the wrong yard marker, so she picks up a yard. Now it's going to be 3rd down at about 5. 3rd down and 5.
It's actually a really good play. I thought for a moment she was going to be able to. 2 Hewitt defenders were kind of converging on her. If you think about a clock, they were coming at her at 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. And I thought for a moment, Barry, she was going to be able to split the 2, but the one that was coming in on what would have been her right-hand side, able to snatch the flag at the last second to make this 3rd down.
3rd down and 5. Aggies with it. Kilpatrick looks right side, throws to the middle. Got it, complete. Avoids one tackle. Nope, she got it. A diving tackle. It is enough for an Aggie 1st down. That was a great defensive play by Hewitt-Trussville, Holly.
Yep, that was Ella Brown, right?
Yep.
Yes. And guys,
she's been all over the field tonight.
If that's the safety for Hewitt-Trussville, Barry. If the safety doesn't grab the flag, then Ella's gone for another touchdown to add her 13 that she has on the season.
All right, 1st and goal. Need 15 yards. Kilpatrick back, throws to the end zone. Overthrows her just a little bit. She was open. I think the rhythm Coach Q was talking about, the Aggie offense has found it now.
I think so. Looked like that was Millie McBee. And I think she was running a flag route. But like I said, those numbers are really hard to see, Barry. But at an inside kind of a slot receiver ran a flag, and she had gotten behind, and the safety didn't come over the top. She was there, would have been complete in the front corner of the end zone, would have been a touchdown. But once again, Kilpatrick's got a great arm. And she's still relatively young if you think about it. So she's making some great throws, just a little bit off on the timing right now.
I think we have a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 6:17 to go in the half. Aggies trail 7-zip. You're listening to Aggie Flag Football on Power 107.5.
Miguel Corona with Allstate Insurance would like to wish the Albertville Lady Aggies flag football team the best of luck tonight against the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies. Contact Miguel for all of your insurance needs at 256-840-9422. Go Aggies!
Coming out of the timeout, a good timeout called here by Albertville because you need the points. You're 6:17 to go on the half. You're down 7-0. You're driving. Best drive of the game so far. You're 15 yards away. You've got 3 plays to get 15 yards. Holly will ask you, what do you do? Who you throwing it to on 2nd and 15?
I don't know. It seems like we've opened up a couple of the routes since Coach Q took that timeout to create kind of a clean passing lane. I just don't know if we can get our receivers down the field. We're going to score.
2nd and 15. It looks like Godwin is the go-to receiver the last couple of times with the ball. Okay, Kilpatrick ready. 2nd and 15. Aggie player in motion to the left. Back to pass. Kilpatrick looks, has time, throws it short. Got a receiver, tries to avoid one, does, but not the next. They pull the flag about 8 yards shy, so it's 3rd down and 8.
Boy, that was a great play. All the wide receivers went deep, going toward the end zone. Quarterback kept looking deep. Barry, I actually think that she just flipped it forward to Shania Teixeira.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was a great play because there was nobody around her. She was able to get it up closer to make this a more manageable 3rd down. But I guess what you would commonly maybe refer to as a screen pass in the boys' game is exactly what they were trying to do.
All right, 2 plays to score. 3rd down and 8. Back to pass. Kilpatrick. Pressure's coming. Rolls right side. She's going to keep it to the side. Did she get her flag? She did. A diving flag pull. Had she got around that one player, she's going to score a touchdown.
Kick a field goal, Barry. No, I'm kidding. I don't think they allow that in this game. She did a really good job. Got around one defender, had the opportunity. If she just gets around that other defender, she's going to make it into the end zone. But now, 4th down and goal, Barry.
About 7 yards. So this is it. 4th and 7. 5:07 to go in the half. Down 7-0. Hewitt-Trussville had the big touchdown pass play a few minutes ago. So here we go. 4th down and 7.
We need to score. What kind of play do you guys think that they're going to run?
I think you got to
here?
throw it. It's tough to get around the corner. Hewitt-Trussville is so fast. I think you got to throw it.
Fake field goal.
Yeah, let's see. Back to pass. She looks. She pumps. She throws to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the return. Wow. Nobody was really open. Good job by Hewitt-Trussville. She just kind of threw it hoping somebody could make a play. Unfortunately, they could not. And Hewitt-Trussville picks it off in the end zone.
Once again, I can't see the numbers real well. It looked like her intended target may have been Shelby Godwin. We talked about how tall Shelby is, just trying to throw that ball into the end zone, and Shelby couldn't come up with it. She had a great effort getting to the ball. Unfortunately, just a little bit underthrown, and Hewitt-Trussville able to intercept the ball into the end zone. Big defensive stand there.
With it being in the end zone, they'll bring it out to the 14, so it's 1st down and 6 for Hewitt-Trussville. 4:38. The big thing is now for the Aggies, you can't give up another score here before half. Hewitt-Trussville the ball. Back to pass. Throws. The ball is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Was that Williams again? I believe it was. Zoe Williams is in the face of the quarterback every snap.
Pick which Williams. I mean, because both of them are just absolutely flying back there. Coach Q talked about how tenacious they are, that they never make the quarterback's life comfortable back there in the pocket. No lie. The quarterback can't get comfortable. 2nd down and 6. The snap, quarterback back to pass. Pressure's coming. Throws it left side. Threw it behind the receiver. I think the closest receiver was one of the Aggie players. Just trying to see once again. Can you see who that was, Holly? Almost an interception because she almost had a pick. I can't see who she is from here. But listen, basically what would have been your linebacker, Barry, reading that entire play, nearly came across and made the interception. 3rd down, big 3rd down play. 3rd down and 6. Pressure's coming, gets rid of it, makes the catch, bobbling catch. She's got it and gets the 1st down. What a play. The quarterback was about to have her flag pulled, got rid of it at the last second. The receiver bobbled it, made the catch, and gets enough for a Hewitt-Trussville 1st down. And I think, Holly, when the wide receiver bobbled it a little bit, maybe the Albertville player thought she was going to drop it, checked up for just a half a second. Girl able to regather the ball and just take off down the field.
Yeah, it looked like she kind of looked up like, hey, this is still happening. We're still going here. Good play by Hewitt-Trussville. Good concentration. 1st down and about 11. Back to pass. Looks, throws right side. Got it out of the backfield. A flag is pulled. Dolnay, good defensive play. Pulls the flag, and it's going to be 2nd down, about 8. Yeah, and you'll never know how hard of a play that was for Dolnay. So if the Williams
the defensive ends of the Williams want to rush. They just kind of let the running back that's been sitting back there blocked to come out here in the flat. Quarterback dumped it off. Now you've got Donay one-on-one, Barry. If you miss that tackle, there is a lot of green grass here along the near boundary, but Donay does a good job of pulling the flag.
2:41 to go on the half. The snap, she'll fake the handoff, going to keep it herself. Option back left side, threw it behind her running back, and the ball is going to be spotted dead. That's a loss of about, 7 yards on that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like twice they've run that play, and twice the pitch has hit the ground, Barry.
Yeah.
Might want to just take that page out of the playbook because the Aggies, I think, are so tenacious on the quarterback that they're making it just really hard for her to make a clean pitch. She's pitching it behind the running back, and once again, in girls flag football, it's not a fumble. When it hits the ground, dead ball.
A 2-minute warning coming up, 3rd down and 14. And they get the snap away just in time around the left side. I'm not sure what she was doing. She pitched it back, then she chose to throw it, but she threw it into the hands of one of the Aggie defenders who just dropped it.
It was an underneath hand or a little, I guess, pitch, underneath handoff or whatever, going to the far side. She was trying to catch another young lady coming on a drag route at about the 47-yard line. Barry, I think she just lost possession of the football, and then as her hand went forward, it was kind of like a shot put.
Good defensive play. The Aggie defense holds, so Hewitt-Trussville will punt with 1:56 to go on the half. They lead 7-0. And the kick, good kick, and over in, returnable. Here it comes. Here come the Aggies. Down the sideline, they pull the flag. They're going to mark it right around 35?
6.
I have no idea.
36.
So the Aggies they have time. They have 2 timeouts left, 1:49 to go here in the half, down 7-0. I would go back, the pass they threw to McBee earlier, I'd go back again because she's got a little size advantage.
Well, and the Aggies need to get some points here. Remember, they got the ball first to start this game, so you'd like to be able to get some points here. That way when Hewitt-Trussville comes out of halftime, they don't have a chance to double you up.
1st down and 4, back to pass. Kilpatrick throws one, a floater into traffic. Almost picked off by Hewitt-Trussville. She dropped it.
And should have been intercepted, Barry. She was trying to go deep. Her wide receiver had gotten behind it. But, Holly, I think that the coolness of the night actually affected that pass. Maybe the ball was a little slick. It came out wobbly, nearly got intercepted.
I'll tell you guys that down here it's chilly. My cheeks and my nose are chilly. But my hands, they're locking up. It's hard to hold. I've got things to hold down here. It's
2nd
hard
and
to
4,
grip.
back to pass down the side. Almost made a great catch. She was knocked to the ground, incomplete. That was thrown into traffic, but almost a great catch down the side. That was Strickland, who couldn't come up with us, and now it's 3rd down.
And had her. I mean, she was there. Safety came over the top. But, Barry, nearly a pretty bad collision in all of that. The Hewitt-Trussville safety trying to undercut the route, and when they did, both of the young ladies slammed into one another. Both of them ended up on the ground. Might at least get them a hockey helmet or something. I mean, that was pretty good contact.
So the Aggies taking a chance. They just need the 4 yards. They've thrown the deep ball twice. So now see if they can get the 4 yards for the 1st down. 3rd down. Kilpatrick back. Looks. Her flag is pulled, and that's a big loss on the play. That's a good defensive play. They got her, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, Coach Q down here just kind of shook his head a little bit. That's not indicative of his quarterback. His quarterback's good at getting out of the pocket, making things happen. That time, I think, Barry, just looking downfield a little bit too long. Hasn't been a great offensive game tonight, and just wanting to make a big play. And when she did, got pulled by the defender coming by.
1:06 clock running to go on the half. Down 7-zip. Aggies will punt it away. So Hewitt-Trussville gets it back one more time, and they'll get the ball to begin the second half. So 7-0. We'll try to grab Coach Q here at halftime and get a quick comment from him when the half is over. And the Aggies will punt it away. Good kick. It's got like kicking a brick. And here comes a return straight up the middle. Flag is pulled. Dolnay gets the flag pull. So it'll be Hewitt-Trussville football with 42.6 to go on the half, 7-0. They scored on the deep ball. You can't get beat deep on this possession. You've only got 42 seconds before halftime.
And notice this time Hewitt-Trussville had people kind of medium and short range to return that punt. Reason why, Barry, you know as well as I do, when that ball starts bouncing around on the ground, it has a tendency to roll towards your own end. Hewitt-Trussville able to field that one in the air, get north and south for about a 12, 13-yard gain to make this a manageable field with 42.6 seconds to go in the half.
Three receivers wide left side, so it's first down and 4 for Hewitt-Trussville. 42.6 to go on the half. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. Avoids one. Down the sideline. She got it. Flag is pulled right in front of you, Holly. How about that pass and that catch?
Yeah, that was an incredible catch. She locked on like a target to that and snapped it and held it.
That's Go Gut. She's the one that had the touchdown, and she beat the defender deep again down the sideline, John.
Yeah, just got behind the defender. Safety had to come over the top, reacting a little bit late for Albertville. Couldn't get there, and the old quarterback put it in the pickle barrel.
Got to hurry. 30 seconds. Clock is running. The snap. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. Throws it short. Knocked down. Good defensive play by one of the Aggies. Knocks it down incomplete with 24.5 to go in the half.
Yeah, and that was a big play there by the defense because that was going to be about a 12-yard gain. And, Barry, if the ball doesn't get batted around, I actually think she's going to pull away because she's moving where the defender for Albertville is kind of sitting watching the ball. There's a chance that the Hewitt Husky could have gotten away and gotten more yards before a flag pull. So good play there by the Aggie defense.
Where the ball is, they cannot get a first down. They've got to score, so they're 20 yards away. It's the second down and 20 with 24 seconds and a flag.
Got to delay a game? I think the coach from Hewitt-Trussville across the way is like, come on.
Okay. I guess that's what was the call. Let's see, because we don't have a play clock here. I guess that maybe they keep time on the field.
Yeah, I think the Hewitt-Trussville coach across the way is you haven't called it on either team all night long, and now you choose it right now. So they did take a little bit longer, but I don't know.
So they back it up 5, so it's second and 25. Maybe we'll get a pick 6 here to end the half. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws it. And nobody there. Incomplete pass. Good defense by the Aggies. So it's third down coming up. Third down and 25.
Just really tight windows for the quarterback trying to squeeze that football in. The Aggies linebackers are kind of dropping in coverage. Defensive backs, nothing coming over the top. And with those really tight windows, makes it hard for the quarterback. If you don't have pinpoint passing, it's going to be tough. And just threw it behind the receiver.
All right, third down play. 21.1 to go. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. Rolls left side. Got it. Pulled the flag. How about that play by Zoe Williams, Holly? How about that one?
Yeah, I don't think that 26, let's see, 14 seconds on the clock, I think, is what she's saying.
Yeah, because the clock didn't stop when the flag was pulled, so they're going to put 4 seconds back on there. So give the Aggies really one play after the punt. I would guess they'll punt. That was a good defensive play by Williams.
And I think Coach is calling a timeout.
Yeah.
He did, so they're going to make them have to punt it. So Aggies will get it back one more time for a play with 14 seconds to go when the punt's coming up.
Don't want that last play to get lost in kind of the confusion with the clock here toward the end. Williams comes upfield. Quarterback trying to get around her. She's buying time for her wide receivers to get deep. She's going to run up the field. Maybe she's going to tuck and run. We don't know. But Williams, as you know, Coach Williams said, she is tenacious. She will get after you. Number 11 in the state in terms of flag pulls with what they call 63 tackles, Barry, coming into this game. No doubt that she's probably over 70 now. I think she's had at least 7 flag pulls tonight.
Yeah. And
right there, another one. And not only that, but you talk about a big-time sack. That was a great play by the Aggie defense.
He may have some kind of trick play worked up here on the punt return. He's got some speed out there. Here we go. They're going to punt it away.
Now, Barry, looks like they're coming out in the offensive formation.
They have not announced they're going to punt. They're going to go for it. Okay. They're going to go for it. Fourth down. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. Throws it deep right side. Dropped it. So the Aggies will get it back with 7.8 to go. Time for at least a play.
Even if she would have caught that ball, it was right there in front of you, Holly. Even if she would have caught that ball, she was surrounded by Aggies. I think it would have been an immediate flag pull.
Oh, yeah, it was like a bee in a trap.
Yep. There's going to be Aggie football regardless. A bee in a trap.
A bee in a trap. I'm going to write that one down. I'm going to text that one to Keith. A bee in a trap.
Keith don't got it like I got it.
There you go.
That's right. So the Aggies get it for at least, I guess, one more play. 7-0 the score.
Keith would say a chicken in the coop or something, right?
He would. It'd be something chicken related. All right, Aggies with one play. See what they go with. Here we go. Time for one play. Yeah, we'll try to grab Coach Q here at the half for a comment. Been lovely to end this one with a touchdown on the last play. Not going to happen. They had something worked up there. They made the catch. Then she tried to lateral it back. Then the flag was pulled with 2.8 to go in the half.
Shades of, do you remember the old California-Stanford game that they show where there's like 900 laterals and Cal finally scored? I think Albertville was trying to pull one of those.
And it's halftime. Holly, see if Coach Q has a second. If he's busy, we understand. Down 7-0. We'll try to grab a quick comment from Q.
Yeah, we got Coach here. He's just adjusting over. Coach, what adjustments are you hoping to see this Albertville Aggie team make in the second half?
We got that one play we gave up. We missed 4 flag pulls. Other than that, we've done well. Just got to, like I said at the beginning, got to pull flags. And then we got to attack deep a little more and make sure our throws are a little deeper. I think if we throw deep with our receivers, we're going to find some open space. The short game, they've kind of figured that out. So long game, we're going to just try to really attack there and see what takes place.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Holly. Try to warm up. We'll come back in just a moment with it's a short half, so keep that in mind. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with more. We'll take a quick break. Aggies trail 7-0 at the half. It's Hewitt-Trussville 7, Aggies nothing. You're listening to Aggie Flag Football here on Power 107.5.
Specials this week during the Halloween sale at Foodland Plus in Albertville. Very fresh country-style pork ribs, family pack at $2.99 a pound. Fresh ground beef, family pack $3.99 a pound. Sanderson Farms fresh whole chicken wings, $2.99 a pound. White or black seedless grapes, $1.99 a pound. Kellogg's Rice Krispies treats, 16 count, $4.99 each. Tyson chicken or any Tizers, 20 to 26 ounce, $7.99 each. General Mills cereal selected varieties, 2 for $6 at Foodland Plus in Albertville.
Tired of running out of hot water? Filto Tankless Services is here to help. Your tankless water heater needs service every 12 to 15 months. We offer routine service for just $150. We also handle warranty work for Navian and Renai, full replacements or conversions from a traditional tank to tankless. Don't wait. Call us today at 256-960-7529. Keep your showers hot and your worries cold. For over 50 years, Liberty Bank has played a part in helping individuals and companies realize their dreams of financial stability, home ownership, and business success. Liberty Bank has grown from serving one community to now serving 7 communities in Geraldine, Crossville, Collinsville, Albertville, Gunnersville, Sardis, and Sneed. Times may change, but their principles don't. Call or stop by any of their branches and let them serve you. Visit their website, libertybankal.com.
Hey, it's Jalen Brooks with Brooks Insurance Group and Alpha Insurance. Out here, a flag can cost you a few yards, but in insurance, the wrong coverage can cost you a whole lot more. That's why my team focuses on getting it right the first time. No penalties, no surprises. Just honest advice and solid protection for your home, car, and life. We're local, we're here when you need us, and we'll always have your back, on and off the field. Get a quote with Alpha Insurance today by calling us at Brooks Insurance Group right here in Albertville. 256-803-0390.
Rodney's Tree Service and Stump Grinding, serving all of North Alabama. Licensed, insured, and armed with chainsaws. Big tree, small tree, weirdly aggressive shrub, they don't judge. They just trim it, grind it, and make it disappear like your ex's mixtape. Safe, stress-free. Rodney's Tree Service and Stump Grinding. Taking trees down, not your wallet. Call today, 256-302-4788. No squirrels were harmed in the making of this commercial.
Back at Albertville, a cool night for flag football. Well, 7-0. Defensively, it was a good defensive first half. The only mistake the Aggies really made was they allowed the wide receiver from Hewitt-Trussville to get loose. They missed 3 flag pulls, and she broke what would have been a short gain into a touchdown, and that's been the only offense. And I agree with Coach Q. I think the Aggies can beat them deep offensively. What do you think, John?
I think they can. And Barry, if you look at it, and I'm just kind of looking at my notes here, it was punt, 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 and then the 2-play touchdown to go Gus, but then it was punt, 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 and then the end of the half. So when you look at that, that just tells me that you've got an absolute defensive stalemate.
Yep.
And when you only have 2 plays and they're able to score a touchdown, it was just one explosive play. And Coach Q talked about that. We cannot allow Hewitt-Trussville to have those explosive plays. He alluded to it before we went to commercial about 4 or 5 missed flag pulls on that explosive play that allowed Hewitt-Trussville to get their touchdown. But Barry, I think you got two very, very evenly matched teams. Albertville needs to get a stop here as Hewitt-Trussville's going to get the ball coming out of the halftime locker room. And if they can get the stop, Aggies get on the scoreboard, man, it may be Katie bar the door here for the rest of the second half.
Yeah, I think this opening drive is key. I think if you can play field position here, stop them, maybe one first down at the most, get the ball back in decent shape around midfield, then I think you're going to see some different offensive plays called by the Aggies here in the second half.
Yeah, and maybe they'll try to pick on the defenders, right? I mean, and what I mean by that, defensive backs, they've had their opportunities, Barry.
Yeah.
Safeties have been able to get over, batted the ball away, and a couple of times the Aggies have just had missed drops. And so if the Aggies can kind of solidify that wide receiver core, attack the back end of the Hewitt-Trussville defense, may end up boding well for Coach Q and his team.
Holly, you ready for the second half? What do you think the Aggies have to do?
Guys, I don't know. We've got to get some running passes in. We've got to make some yardage, and we've got to get to that field goal.
Here we go. Hewitt-Trussville with the ball first. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. In through her hands. I know they're wearing gloves, but it's cold down there, right? How do you think the cold weather's got something to do with some of these drops?
Yeah, it's cold. Standing out here holding my microphone and my notes that I've got, my hands are locking up. I feel my little nose is chilly.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've seen a lot of drop passes. You got to think maybe this is really the first cold night they've had for. I mean, it was a little cool last week, but probably the coldest night they've had so far.
Yeah, wide receiver for Pearson Waller ran an out route. That ball was hot in the air, went right through her hands into the Aggie bench.
Second down and 6, back to pass. Pressure's coming. Looks left side, pumps, throws deep down the left side. Oh,
whoa, that
she was
dangerous.
Wide open at the 45. Overthrows her by about 5 yards.
Barry, that was a pump fake, and Holly, when the quarterback pumped it, the Aggie defender kind of squatted on the route, and then the Hewitt-Trussville wide receiver just blew past her. Quarterback launched it. Albertville lucky that that's not a touchdown.
Yeah. That would have been another 6 on the board for the Huskies.
And that was a bullet she threw, too. I mean, it was a line drive right over her head. And so it's third down. They need 6 with the ball. Quarterback's rolling left side. Quick short pass.
Intercepted.
The Aggies have got it. The flag was pulled at that moment. How about that play, Holly?
You know what? This is what we needed. We needed a big moment like this, and all it takes in flag football is just one solid flag pull.
I think Journey Williams made the interception. I believe it bounced off to the receiver, then an Aggie defender, then into Journey's hand, the old tip drill, John.
That's exactly what it was. It had basically a crossing route, and the quarterback got it in the hands, went off the hands of the receiver, that then went off the hands of the defender, who, when trying to catch it, kind of bounced it up in the air, and the backside defender able to make the pick.
First down, Kilpatrick back, throws the right side. She throws an interception. Here comes Hewitt-Trussville back the other way. That had to be some miscommunication there because she took right into the hands of the defender. Interception, Hewitt-Trussville.
It seems to me that Kilpatrick thought her wide receiver was going to run an out or was going to stop in an area kind of like a dig route. Wide receiver kept going deep, Barry, and she was throwing it to a zone, and when she did, just absolutely threw it to the Husky defensive back.
Boy, that hurt. Hewitt-Trussville gets her right back. Quarterback back to pass. Looks right side. Being chased. She's going to run. Get a little bit of room. The flag is pulled about 2 yards short of the first, so it's going to be second down and short for Hewitt-Trussville.
Looks like that was number 21, Ella Brown, coming up to make that tackle?
I think it is. They're going to mark it about 5 yards further than I thought, back the other way, so it's second and 5 for Hewitt-Trussville.
Boy, Ella Brown, that was a lot of great closing speed, coming in at about a 45-degree angle. Quarterback had a little bit of an opportunity to get the corner, but a great tackle.
Second down and 5 for the Huskies. The snap, back to pass. Pressure's coming. Throws it short, dropped it. That would have been right around the line of scrimmage, and she was about to have her flag pulled, so it's going to be third down and 5.
How many drops have we seen here in the second quarter and the third quarter from these Hewitt-Trussville wide receivers? And across the way, their coach, he literally threw his hands up and just shaking his head. It's like, what's going on? My wide receivers are dropping everything that's thrown to them.
Big third down call, third down and 5. Zoe Williams showing pressure. Waiting on the snap. The snap, here comes Zoe. Chasing the quarterback, rolling right side, going deep right side. She's got it. What a catch. Right in front of Holly. That receiver is deadly. She's dangerous, Holly.
Yes, what's the 26 here?
I think that's Corey Go-Guts. I think
25, 25, yes, Go-Guts. She is She's got
made the
it.
touchdown, John. That was a great catch.
It was a great catch. It was the same route. You remember the route of a while ago, Barry, where they kind of stuttered and took off and she overthrew it? Same thing here along the near side, but Goga's able to go up, watches the ball all the way into her hand, then gets it, turns up the boundary. That's a big chunk play for Hewitt.
First down, 1st and 20. Quarterback back, pressure coming, throws it deep left side. She is wide open. She's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hewitt-Trussville.
And now what Coach Q said that Albertville needed to do to pick on the defensive backs of Hewitt-Trussville. Hewitt just turned the favor around coming out of the halftime locker room. This time wide receiver comes down the sideline, post pattern, gets behind or gets actually inside position on the corner, able to pull it down, safety out of position, and the Hewitt-Trussville wide receiver, as soon as she caught it, Barry, nobody touched her, running down the middle of the field for the touchdown.
2 back-to-back long pass plays. You're right, that time she cut across the middle. Nobody was home, and a beautiful pass. Touchdown. Now they're going to go for the 1. They line it up on the 3. And the extra point attempt. Quick pass into the end zone. Got it. It is good. So it's 14-0. Wow, 7:39 to go in the half. Holly, 2 long pass plays killed the Aggies on that drive.
Yeah, they need some momentum back. They've got to get some drive back to these and get it back down the field.
Well, you know, the Aggies had the interception. Then the very next play, we threw an interception. So we had our chance there when we had the turnover, but we couldn't take advantage, and Hewitt-Trussville did. 2 pass plays later, they scored, John.
Yeah, no doubt. Hewitt-Trussville on a 5-play touchdown drive. Arrington, the wide receiver, able to snag that ball down. Extra point, good. And Hewitt-Trussville strikes first blood coming out of the halftime locker room, doubling up their score, 14-0 over the Aggies.
Plenty of time, 7:39 to go, 3rd quarter, down 14-0. Aggies with the ball. Kilpatrick, the quarterback. She'll hand off, trying to cut around the left end. She's got a little room. Too many defenders there. Couldn't get around the corner. It's going to be short of the first down by about a yard, maybe 2, so it's 2nd and short.
I don't think they pulled the flag, Barry.
Go out of bounds?
Yeah, and look, they just barely marked her. Like, she's 4 yards short of where she's got to get to. So they didn't give her a generous spot. I think she stepped on the flag or stepped on the sidelines before she turned upfield.
Okay, so it's 2nd and 4, we'll call it, with 7:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Aggies need a big play. Down by 14. Back to pass. Kilpatrick looks, throws it short. What a one-handed grab. Now, she only gained maybe a yard. How about that catch, Holly?
What a snag.
Is that Shelby Godwin?
That is, yes. It's Shelby Godwin. She's a star out here.
That was thrown behind her, John. She reached back, grabbed it, made the catch. Now, she only picks up a yard, but that was a big yard.
That was a big yard. Shelby Godwin, we talked about one of the taller wide receivers in the wide receiver corps. Got really long arms as well, because that ball was thrown behind her. Barry had to reach way back, snag it down. It was a great, great catch, however.
3rd down and 3. Big 3rd down call coming up. Kilpatrick, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Kilpatrick sends 1 in motion right side. She's back to pass. Pressure's coming. Throws it tip. Caught. Oh, she had it momentarily. Couldn't bring it in. Dropped by Brown. But it was tipped by a defender, and she almost made the catch off of the tip drill.
Yeah, I was fixing to say the tip drill a few moments ago ended up being, I think it was an interception, right?
Yeah.
And this time was an interception that nearly it tipped out of the defender's hands and nearly went right into the breadbasket of Ella, what was Ella's last name? Ella Brown, I'm sorry. Right. And she just couldn't pull it in and just hit the ground.
It's a running clock here in flag football until the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the punt. He's got a bounce at midfield. Here comes a return by Hewitt-Trussville. Flag is pulled, and it'll be Hewitt-Trussville ball up 14-0. Aggies cannot afford to give up another touchdown. Defensively, they got to stop them right here.
And especially on this punt hit the ground. Hewitt-Trussville able to get it. When you can field the punt, as long as it bounces off the ground, if you field it cleanly, you can take off. And Barry able to get the ball. I guess they probably got it at what would be considered about the 33-yard line. Got upfield for 7 yards, so the ball dead at midfield.
So it's 1st and 20, 5:39 to go in the 3rd. Hewitt-Trussville up by 14 with the ball. Quarterback is back, throws it left side, got a receiver, intercepted. Here comes a return to the 40. The flag is pulled, but a great defensive play. Can you see who that is, Holly? I can't see the number from me. It's on the far side of the field.
Number 23.
So, Avon Danier?
Danny. Has Avon Danny.
Danny?
Yep.
That was a great play because she had to go up high and bring that ball in. So this may be the play the Aggies are waiting on.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Aggies needed because all of the momentum had kind of switched over. Even though it was kind of a quiet crowd in front of us, that extra touchdown that's caused it to be 14-0 for Hewitt-Trussville had kind of swung old momentum over on their sidelines. But a huge interception's now got the Aggie crowd back in it.
Second interception of the game for the Aggies. First down and 7. Kilpatrick fakes, throws to the middle, bobbles it, makes the catch. Flag is pulled. It's a short gain, maybe a yard. 2 is going to be second down at about 6, maybe 7.
And even if the flag wouldn't have been pulled, Barry, wide receiver caught it, took a couple of steps, and then the ball popped out. So it would have been a dead ball, and there's no fumble recoveries and all of that because they don't have any pads. You don't want them diving around on the field with no pads, but still, a great interception, couple of yards right there. Just got to get something positive offensively.
Second down and 6, clock running. 4:16 to go in the third. Aggies down by 14 with the ball right around midfield, in motion, right side. Kilpatrick back to pass, looks, throws it deep right side. Got a player all knocked away at the last moment. Holly, almost a touchdown for the Aggies.
I almost caught that one for him, I think. I was catching it with my mind.
Yeah.
Man, they almost had that.
You know, the big-time wide receiver for Hewitt-Trussville, Holly, we've called her name Go Guts a couple of times tonight. They've actually got her playing safety, and that's probably really, really smart from a young lady with good hands that can, make receptions as a wide receiver.
She's
this
tall,
time
too.
And track the ball really, really well, able to undercut the route and bat the ball away.
The Aggie receiver was open momentarily, but the defender Go Guts came over, knocked the ball away at the very last second. So now it's third down, 6 for Albertville. Need this play. Back to pass. Kilpatrick throws it left side. Got it complete. Did she get it? Yes. Goes out of bounds just past the first down marker. First down, Albertville.
Great job there, Holly, by Ella Brown to know where the first down sticks were and to stick that ball out to get it.
Yeah, guys, they may be trailing on the scoreboard, but you can feel they're still in this mentally and physically. They're still wanting that win.
That's a big play right there, big momentum. First down and 19 for the Aggies. Just past midfield, 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Hindley Kilpatrick, the quarterback, looks left side. The snap, quick pitch, left side. Got a little bit of room. The flag is pulled, though, after a short gain of about 2. And it's going to be second down and very long for Albertville.
Boy, one thing about Hewitt-Trussville defensively, Barry, they don't miss many flag pulls. I mean, they've come up and did a really, really good job. That time, looked like it was number 22 maybe. Morgan Hoffman, the junior, able to come up and pull that flag. Just really, really good ball player.
Millie Mackby on the run. So, Holly, the wind's like it's whipping it up some. Is it getting windy?
Yeah, it's getting windy down here, guys. We're starting to dip into the lower 50s, so it's getting cold. The wind is tough.
Kilpatrick back to pass, looks, throws it deep over the middle, intercepted. Here comes the return. There she is again down the sideline. She avoids another tackle, another flagpole, and she's going to take it to the house. And that is a tough one. Returns it all the way back. Interception. It's 20-0 Hewitt-Trussville.
Threw the ball down the middle of the field, had the wide receiver, but we talked about Go Guts. That's the go-to wide receiver for Hewitt-Trussville that's playing safety. She read the play a little bit late, but enough athleticism to get back in the passing lane. Not only did she intercept it, Barry, at what would be considered about the 30-yard line of Albertville, but then took it right down the sidelines all the way to the house on a pick 6.
That was a good return. She is a good player.
She's a good player. She's solid. I would like to know where she's going to be going for college.
She's tall. She's what would you say, 5'10", that area? Mm-hmm. So Trussville's choosing to go for 1. It's 20-0 with 1:38 to go third quarter. Aggies are now going to have to pretty much score every time they touch the ball on the next possession. They got to get it going. They had a receiver open down the right side. I think the wind may have held them all up a little, but the Go Guts, the defender, timed it perfectly, stepped in front, picked it off, and down the sideline she went. So now they're going to go for the extra point. The snap, looks, rolling, pressure, throws it. It's no good, incomplete, so they do have a 20-0 lead. Point after no good. Aggie football coming up got to get something going on this drive. You've got a full quarter and 98 seconds left in the third quarter.
Last scoring drive, Barry, not much of a drive. 4 plays for Albertville, but on their 4th play, the interception by Go Guts goes to the house on a pick 6 extra point, no good. Hewitt-Trussville extends their lead here at McCord Field, 20-0 Hewitt-Trussville.
Aggies got to get something going here. 1:38 to go. Now, don't forget, coming up here on Power 107.5 on Thursday, we're going to be in Geraldine. They'll wrap up the regular season home against Douglas. Looking forward to seeing Douglas for the first time. Douglas not in the playoffs. Geraldine will be. And from what I'm looking, I think it may be Rogers they'll play in round 1. Geraldine will be a 1 seed. But they're going to be at that game coming up on Thursday. Then here with Albertville Gunnersville on Friday night. So on the play, the Aggies pick up 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, just a crossing route by Shelby Godwin. Kilpatrick able to get the ball into her hands coming up the field. And, we talked about the great flag pulling technique that Hewitt-Trussville has. As soon as Shelby Godwin gets it, takes a couple of steps, already getting the flag pulled. And I think Coach Q actually talked about they kind of had locked in on the mid-range stuff, but the 2 long-range things, Barry, they've got interceptions on them.
All right, 2nd down and 4. Kilpatrick back to pass. Pressure's coming. Rolls right side. Throws it. Another interception. Here comes the return to the 15. They'll pull the flag 5 yards away from the end zone. That time she had a defender in the face and just got rid of it. Picked off. Interception.
It's number 11, sophomore Emma Gilmer.
Yeah, that was a great play. Gilmer was just playing linebacker for Hewitt-Trussville and just kind of following the eyes of the quarterback. Kilpatrick rolling out right, and then, as you said, Barry, had the pressure in her face just trying to get rid of it. And I think she was eyeing down her wide receiver, never saw the defensive back / linebacker, Gilmer, the sophomore, who's able to make that interception, and nearly another pick 6.
Time's running out here in the quarter, 17-16. So Trussville, a touchdown here will just about do it. I mean, you're down by 4 scores. Got to keep them out of the end zone here. They're only 5 yards away. And a pitch back in the backfield. A flag is coming in, and one of the Aggies ran into her.
Looks like holding.
It's going to be holding on Albertville because they pitched it to one of the players in motion, and one of the Aggies ran into her. And instead of, I guess, pulled the flag and ran into her, knocked her down.
Well, you're supposed to pull the flag. I think it's more what they call holding would be what we would kind of call tackling, right? She kind of came into the Hewitt-Trussville player, wrapped the player up rather than grabbing at the flag, and so it's going to be a penalty against Albertville for, they call it holding, Barry. I would call it a tackle.
You'll move it. Yeah, that's exactly right. They'll move it half the distance. So now they're on about the 2.5-yard line with 3 seconds to go in third quarter, 20-0, Trussville on time.
The one thing is, though, Holly, she didn't score a touchdown.
That's true.
She didn't score a touchdown.
All right, the snap now. They have 4 tries to get it in from about 3 yards out. The snap rolls left side. Pressure's coming. Got rid of it. Incomplete. Flag was pulled. The clock will wind down. Let's take a timeout after 3. Hewitt-Trussville on top, 20-0. You're listening to Aggie Flag Football here on Power 107.5.
Datacrumbs helps your business get noticed online because you've got better things to do than fight with websites and social media. From building great sites to managing your social media and ads, Datacrumbs makes it easier for customers to find you and choose you. Save time, stress less, and see real results with Datacrumbs, helping your business get found, grow, and thrive online. Find us at datacrumbs.tech. That's DATACRUMBS.tech or call 256-298-2443.
At People's Independent Bank, we're here for life's big moments and all the ones in between. From flexible mortgage options with PIB Mortgage to everyday banking that fits your life, we make it easy. Visit PIBonline.com to get started today. People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Welcome back. 1 quarter left, down 20-0, and Hewitt-Trussville threatening again. 2nd and goal. The snap rolls right side, throws back left side. She was wide open. That was a great play call. She was wide open in the end zone.
Barry, they look, and you've got to love the defensive back. Turns around and looks at Coach Q and pats herself on the head. right, to say that was my person, Coach, I am so sorry. They ran basically a play that was going to the far boundary, and the defensive back here along the near side was just kind of trailing, trying to get up into the play, and it was her player that kind of snuck out the back door here on the near boundary side, and it was an easy pitch and catch. But, Barry, yes, you don't want that to happen, but you got to love the responsibility that the young lady turned, looked at her coaching staff, and said, yeah, that was my fault.
Trussville going for the 1. The ball is on the 3-yard line, so they're going to try for the 1 point. 26-0, early fourth quarter. Too many interceptions for the Aggies in this one. Rolling left side, throws back across the middle, incomplete. So no good, but they still have a 26-0 lead, and the Aggies have just a little bit less than 1 quarter to make a comeback in this one. But here's the thing, even if with a loss here, Aggies are still in the playoffs, but this will more than likely mean having to travel and possibly play a number 1 seed, which probably is going to be Austin, at Austin.
And that'll be
next week.
And that'll be a tough. That will be a tough out to go on the road and play at Austin. Barry, last play, 3-play drive. Quarterback able to get the ball into the hands of Avery Jackson, senior number 1, here along the near side. Touchdown, extra point, no good. Hewitt-Trussville leading our Aggies 26-0.
So the Aggies make a comeback, back to the action. Kilpatrick throws it short, catch made. Flag is pulled quickly, short of the first down. It's going to be short by about 4 yards.
And Holly, I don't know if you noticed this, but Hewitt-Trussville rushing 1 and dropping a lot of defenders back. They're just trying to keep everything in front of them and make it easy to pull the flag.
Yeah, the defense made them some key stops.
Teixeira made the catch. Short gain. It's going to be second down at about 4. Aggies with it. Last quarter. Back to pass. Kilpatrick. Pressure. Throws it over the right side. That was tipped. 2 defenders there. Tipped up in the air right in front of you, Holly. Lucero was there, but again, good defense. But there she is again, number 25. Go-Gut. She is good for Hewitt-Trussville.
Barry, I think her Go-Guts would have had another interception. The actual corner dropped back on the play. Yeah. Remember, she's playing safety, so she was tracking the eyes of the quarterback coming here along the near boundary. I think she had her eyes on another interception, and her own player tipped it away from her.
You got to think she'll play college ball somewhere. She's really good. All right, big play, third down and short. Quick pass. Aggies make the catch, trying to avoid some flag pulls, and not going to happen. They're going to bring her down, and you'd say right around the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down and 4th and about 4.
And, Barry, I think what you see there, and you can see it really, really well up here in the press box, is they're playing back. We'll let you catch it short, then we're going to come up, rally around you, and pull. Because, Barry, they're up 26-0, right? No reason to get beat over the top. Just keep everything in front of you.
Good defense. That's Teixeira made the catch. 4th down, if you're the Aggies, you got to go for it. You can't afford to punch. You got to go. It's 4th down. You got to have about 4 yards. And you're down 26-0 with 10:09 to go in the game. So Aggie's going to go. 2 receivers wide left, 2 to the right. Kilpatrick drops, looks, throws it right side into traffic, intercepted. Here comes another run back. Avoids 1 tackle, and she will take it to the end zone. And
24, Sierra Hall, sophomore.
And the Aggies have a good defense. Hewitt-Trussville has a really good defense.
A really good defense. This time Kilpatrick moving here along the near side, overthrows her wide receiver. And when she does, you said it, Holly, number 24, Sierra Hall, gets it, and it is a house call. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6.
Wow. And don't forget, Aggies will play again on Thursday at Boaz. So Boaz Albertville on Thursday night.
I'm aggravating some of the younger ball players, Barry. That's you know how when we talk about Fisher Sweat on Friday night, that's Fisher Sweat.
32-0. Trussville going to go for the 1. After the interception, the pick 6. Back to pass, throws it off the fingertips of her receiver, incomplete. So the Aggies get it back, but this one's pretty much over with 9:10 to go in the game. Aggies had their chances, played a great first quarter, and I think the interception, Hewitt-Trussville was up, 7-0 through the interception. Aggies had the ball, decent field position. Very next play, we threw the interception, and that turned the whole game around.
Because after back-to-back interceptions, Hewitt-Trussville then went on a 5-play drive with Arrington scoring the touchdown to Barry. That extended the lead to 14-0. And then after that, it's been a pick 6 that ended up extending that lead even further. And then after another Aggie interception, a 3-play touchdown, and another pick six. So it's one of those things like we saw this Friday night against James Clemens. It's just a kind of a calamity of errors.
Aggie ball. Kilpatrick rolls right side. She's going to keep it, tries to cut the corner. Run into. She will step out of bounds. I think there's a flag. It's going to be, I guess, what they call a holding call because she was run into by one of the Huskies.
I think Barry, we may have some testy players down there before this thing's over with because there's a referee there and the Albertville staff here along the sidelines. A little, kind of like what happens in front of a hockey goalie. A little pushing going on after it was over with.
Yeah, spicy down here.
Yeah, Holly, your job's to calm that situation down.
Somebody open up the picante.
So at first down for the Aggies, they now first down at about 9 from, and the Aggies have it again. 7:35 to go in the game. Kilpatrick rolls left side. Option, pitch back off the fingertips of Teixeira. The ball is spotted right there. The ball is blown dead, and the Aggies will have it second down.
Well, Barry, once again, we have to remind ourselves that when they pitch the ball, if that ball hits the ground, it's not a fumble in this game, that it's a dead ball. So, unfortunately for the Aggies, when they pitched that ball back, not only did they drop it and it hit the ground, but it's a dead ball where the ball lands, so they ended up losing about 3 or 4 yards on that play.
So the Aggies have the ball. They got to take it, let's see, about, doing the math here, 16 yards. So it's 2nd and 16 for the Aggie offense. Kilpatrick back, looking, throwing over the middle. Catch, nope, incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd down now. Even with the loss, like Coach Q has said, all it takes is a spark. Season far from over. You're playing Boaz Thursday. Then you go into the playoffs next week. Even though you may be a number 4 seed, they've beaten some really good teams this year early on. So, hey, it's still far from over.
Far from over. And sometimes you just have those nights, Barry, where things just don't work out. And unfortunately, tonight is one of those nights for the Aggies in this game. But, you get to play Boaz later in the week, regroup, and get ready for the playoffs.
3rd down, 16. Kilpatrick being chased, rolls right side, going to tuck it and run down the sideline. Nope, they got the flag. Short gain, it's 4th down. I would think the Aggies may go. 6:05, clock running, and the Aggies down 32-0.
Looks like they've opted to punt the football away because they're still down in their own territory. You got to feel sorry. I was looking down at the body language right now of Henley Kilpatrick, sophomore quarterback, and she's just had one of those nights. And if you've ever played a sport, football, basketball, baseball, tiddlywinks, I don't care, you've had one of those nights. And she's just a competitor, and she's just not having a good night, and that's, you can tell, it's kind of killing her, Barry.
Yep. Here's the punt. Here's a return. A little option back. There goes Go Guts down the sideline. She is good. She's tough.
She's got guts. I mean, she's running with that football in and out, and one of the Aggies able to grab it. But did you notice, Barry, that on that punt, and this was kind of something unique to flag ball, that the original person who fielded it ran forward with Go Guts kind of off to her right behind her, and about the time she was getting her flag pulled, just pitched it back kind of like an option, and it gave them an additional 10 yards.
So Trussville has the ball, 1st down and about 11, back to pass, looking, throwing it right side. The Aggies were there, almost picked off, incomplete. 4:51 to go in the game, 32-0. So what are your thoughts on the game right now, Holly?
I'm just wondering how many of these players can John Gladden outrun?
0. I can go ahead and tell you that right now.
They are conditioned.
Unless there's a pizza buffet involved.
There you go. All right, a 2nd down and long, back to pass. Pressure's coming, throws it left side, off the fingertips of the receiver. They've got the one receiver they love to go to. She was not open that time. But when they throw it to Go Guts, I think she may be out getting a rest because she's been, she is. She deserves a rest because what a game she has played.
Yeah, that last pass went to number 11, Gilmer, and she didn't catch that one, but she sure did have the pick six a while ago, Barry.
Yeah, 3rd down, Trussville back to pass, plenty of time. Throws it deep down the middle, picked off. Aggies have got it. Flags pulled. That was a great catch by Bethany Strickland with the interception. How about that interception, Holly?
Yeah, that was incredible. Bethany was on target. She had her eyes locked in, and even though we're losing, guys, these girls are still determined, and they are still just got the same grit.
Beautiful catch, interception. Aggies have it one more time.
Barry, I also think that long pass served two purposes. Number one, if you're able to catch it, you're going to be deep with a chance to score again. But in this case, the interception with the immediate flag pull is as good as a punt, putting Albertville deep in their own end.
So the Aggies have it one more time. Try to get some points on the board before this one ends. 3:13 left in the game. Aggies down 32-0 with the ball. First down, they need about 11 yards from where they are. Kilpatrick, the snap, rolls, right side, rolls, going to tuck it and run to the sideline. She will almost got away. They're going to pull the flag roughly about 5, maybe 4 yards short of the first down.
Once again, competitor. I mean, when you look at her, like I said, she came out a while ago, and her body language wasn't disgusted or frustrated. It was just one of those that when you have that competitive spirit and things aren't going great for you, you just have that demeanor. But she comes back out here, sophomore quarterback, first play from scrimmage, play kind of breaks down, gets here along the near boundary, positive play. Good job by that young lady.
Second down and 4 o'clock running. Kilpatrick, quick pitch, right side, flag, pull. I tell you, these Huskies, they don't miss a flag pull.
No, they don't, and I think that is such a key thing with these girls is they're grabbers.
If you go back, Holly. Coach Q said there are 3 main things to win this game. You can't get beat deep, which we did a couple of times. You've got to pull the flag, which the very first touchdown we missed the flag 3 times, and they don't miss flags. So they're doing the things right, and we've made a couple of mistakes, and we're paying for it, down 32-0. And there's a 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with 1:58 left. Aggies down 32-0. You're listening to Aggie Flag Football here on Power 107.5.
Hey y'all, it's Anna Weather-Smith with Main Street Realty Plus. When it comes to real estate, local experience matters. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, I'm here to help you find your perfect place. So next time you need real estate help, call me. I'll be here helping our community move forward one home at a time. And good luck to the Lady Aggies flag football team. Go Aggies!
And welcome back. Well, I guess the 2-minute warning, they're going to end it with a 30-point rule, 32-point rule. The game is over.
Yeah, I think there's when you get to a certain point in the fourth quarter, it's 32-0, and so the referees kind of reminded the coaches about the mercy rule. And Hewitt-Trussville, Barry, with this win, probably going to be able to host a playoff game. Right. And like you said, Coach Q and Albertville going to have to regroup with Boaz off in the distance, get ready to probably go to Austin. Which will be a tough draw, but I've seen these ladies Aggies play tonight, and, man, they're good.
They played some really good teams this year. Just a couple of mistakes. Hewitt-Trussville, really good defense. Sometimes it just takes 1 or 2 key players, and they've got one. They've got, I would say, a major college player, Go Guts. I don't know who's looking at her, what she's going to do, but she played offense and defense, and she was the key to the game, I think.
What if Army had a flag football team and you had Go Guts, like General Go Guts?
That's perfect.
That would be awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah, Barry, you're right. I mean, it was a really, really tight ball game going into the half with the Huskies up 7-0. Albertville came out, did what they needed to do, getting an interception, and we were hoping that interception would lead to points for the Aggies to be able to get them back in this ball game. But the first play after that interception, Hewitt ended up getting an interception, and then that led to a 5-play drive that made it 14-0. And when that happened, it seemed like that the faucet got turned on, and when it got turned on, Hewitt and like you said, a couple of mistakes where Aggies had pick sixes. So if you take that 16 or that 12 points away, a little bit more respectable. But once again, just one of those where you go back to the drawing board and have the opportunity to play and figure out what you did wrong. And Coach Q right now in the middle of the huddle. Holly's going to catch him here in just a few moments, but just explaining that, against a really good football team, I'm sure the talk, Holly, and you can probably hear it, is, if you make mistakes against really good football teams, they kind of make you pay for it.
Yeah, he's talking them up. He's letting them know that they are good athletes, that they definitely have the talent to take this as far as they want to go. They've just got to lock in and stay focused.
That makes Thursday a big game because you're playing your rival, Boaz, and it's your last game before the playoffs start next week. So it's a time to get rid of all the bad things that happened tonight and finish on a good note and get ready for the playoffs coming up, I guess, about a week from tonight. So when the playoffs begin for flag football.
Be interested to see So I guess with the where Boaz is at, they would probably host a playoff game.
They've already found that they're hosting Fultondale, so they're going to play Fultondale, and they were waiting to see kind of what happened here. There was a chance they could maybe move their game to Monday, so we'd have a chance to broadcast the Boaz and the Albertville game. So now we'll wait and see what happened. But we will have a flag football game on the radio next week. We can't Thursday. We'd love to. We're already committed to do the Douglas and Geraldine football games. We're going to be in Geraldine Thursday night, and then Friday we're going to be here with Albertville Gunnersville. Then next Friday we're going to be doing the Geraldine playoff game, round 1 at Geraldine.
A lot of football, and now the window gets a little bit smaller in terms of errors, Barry. Regular season's going to finish up this Friday night for, Thursday night and Friday night for high school, and all of the playoffs will be figured out. Jeff Allen and the crew will take care of that on the scoreboard after we're done with our game. And then when you wake up Saturday and you kind of look at the newspaper or look at your phone, Barry, it'll be time for you win and you go on, you lose, you go home football.
Well, Holly, your final thoughts on tonight's game before we grab Coach Q if he has time.
I love to see the girls. They really take this to heart, and they really take it personal. They are proud of their teams, and they stayed locked in the whole entire game. Even with the 32-0 loss, they still carried pride.
I think that the big interception when Hewitt-Trussville was up 7-0, like John said, they came out, threw the interception. We had the ball, very first play. We were throwing it, possibly going into the end zone, had it picked off, and had we scored there, you could be seeing a 7-7 football game and totally change the entire game.
How many interceptions did we see this game?
I know we had 3 to maybe 4. Trussville had a couple of them.
So in the first half, Holly, it was punt, except for that one touchdown. But then, let's see, we had Albertville had 1 interception there, another interception, and so four interceptions. Yeah. 2 of those 4 interceptions, pick sixes going back to the house.
Yeah, that stuff happens. Again, you're looking at a young team, young quarterback against a very good defense, and these things happen. And games like this, you almost have to play perfectly.
Yeah, and we're kind of forging our own path here. I mean, this is year number 3. Year number 3 for the Albertville Aggies. I think number 2 for Boaz. Or am I opposite?
You're right on Boaz. I'm not sure about Albertville. Maybe 5 years on Albertville. They've been doing this for a while. We'll see if you can grab Coach Q real quick, and I know he's disappointed, but hey, you've got still plenty of football left, and to get his thoughts on the game, Holly.
All right, I'm going to track him down. So, Coach, it's not the results that we wanted, but there's a lot to build on here. These Lady Aggies, they fought to the final whistle, and that says everything about this team. I think you have a lot to be proud of here.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team, and I do have a lot to be proud of. We just made some individual mistakes that we can't make, and we've got to we've got to protect the ball. We got to win the turnover battle. We can't have 5 turnovers and win a game, and so ultimately that's kind of what got us. But we'll bounce back.
So you know what to work on next. So what's next for the Lady Aggies?
Boaz Thursday night, final game of the regular season. Then we go post play. I think with the loss here, we'll be playing Austin. I don't know what day, but I think we'll be playing Austin. So we're going to prepare for that. But man, we'll get hyped up for Boaz. I'm excited.
That's it. Go Aggies.
All right, Holly, good job. Come on up to the press box and warm up, and that's going to do it for us, John. We're going to head on out and get ready for our next game. Thursday, we'll be in Geraldine with Geraldine and Douglas as they wrap up their regular season and then get ready for the playoffs for the next week. And then on Friday, we're back here with Albertville and Gunnersville.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game, the Thursday night game with Geraldine and Douglas. Barry, the reason why Geraldine's going on to the playoffs, Douglas just on the outside looking in. So this will be kind of a de facto playoff game if you think about it for their seniors, with a chance for the Douglas seniors to go out with a victory, and then the state's longest running high school rivalry, and that's all that needs to be said between Albertville and Gunnersville on Friday. I'm excited for football on Thursday and Friday. 2 really, really good football games coming up.
That's all for us. Until Thursday, we'll be talking to you from Geraldine with myself, John, Keith, and Chris. Final score again, Hewitt-Trussville beats the Aggies 32-0. So for Holly and John, I'm Barry Galloway, and have a good night, everybody.